Multi-threading, very important topic for your muscle building with regards to a software developer. Irrespective whatever programming language you want to go, these topics are generic, like database connectivity. Database connectivity, you go with any language, you have to do database connectivity, right? We are done with PHP last semester. This semester we are doing with Java. Then you can also do with JavaScript. Okay, then you can also do with C sharp, Python. Irrespective whichever programming language you use, database connectivity is a very important crucial part in any programming language. Similarly, multi-threading, so these topics are not restricted to a programming language. These are basic vanilla flavor topics. Multi-threading also, so whatever domain you want to make your career in. So some people over here are are inclined towards Python, or they want to do data science, machine learning, AL, ML, AI, blah blah blah, whatever. So these topics are mutual for all the technologies. So you should know multi-threading if you want to do ML, AI, okay, or any other language, full stack developer, whatever job profile you are looking for. Multi-threading is a non-compromising skill which you should be having. Okay. Now, what is multi-threading? So, what is a thread? Simple. Okay. So, in 4 words, if I have to explain what is a thread, in 4 words, you can tell a thread is an individual flow of control. What is a thread? Bas, that's it. In short and sweet language, if you want to explain what is a thread, so what is it? Then what is multi-threading then? What is multi-thread? Multiple individual flow of control, right? So if x is 3, what is 5x? 5 into 3, correct? So if I have thread as x and x equals to individual flow of control, correct? Then what is multi-thread? Multi-thread means multi-x. Okay, so multi-x means multi multiple into individual flow of control. Correct? Getting it? Simple as that. So let me relate this with a real world example. Let's say the school picnic has gone. Which picnic has been is on a trip now? The school is on a trip. So let's say these are KG class kids. Which class? KG class. So what is the normal routine of this? The bus. Okay, all the students will assemble where? In school at 9 a.m. They all will be boarded on the bus, all the kids, and one teacher will be the in charge, right? And that teacher will give all the instructions to the driver, right or wrong? So what route we have to follow, where we will halt for snacks, what will be the sequence of sightseeing, okay, which site we will visit first, and then second and third, then where we will halt for lunch. So all this sequence, okay, will be designed by whom? By the in charge. Okay, so will the bus halt any other place for snacks? If the kids start saying, ma'am, stop at McDonald's, but the teacher says no, we will eat healthy food, so we'll stop at this place. So will the teacher listen to the kids? So if they have a sequence that first we will go to the museum, then we'll go to the library, okay, and then we'll go to the park. If the students say, ma'am, museum is very boring, directly go to the park. Will she listen? Why will she not listen? Yes, so you have to follow the sequence which has been designed by the school and handed over to the teacher. So teacher will strictly follow this, right? At 6 p.m. we will again reach school and the kids will go home from there. Respective parents will come and pick up the kids, correct? So this is having one single flow of control. The entire trip is having what? One single 9 a.m. school, 11 a.m. snacks, 12 noon museum, 1 p.m. lunch, 2 p.m. library, 4 p.m. park, 6 p.m. back to college, back to school, right? So this is one flow of control which all of them have to follow. So if the bus has a capacity of 30 students, so all the 30 students will have to follow this sequence. Okay, because this is the one bus, right? So they will travel along with the bus, correct? The bus is at school at 9 a.m. The bus will be at the snack center at 11 a.m. The entire bus, right? Then the entire bus will be at the museum. The entire bus will be at the library. So all the 30 students have no say. They just have to follow the path which has been designed by the picnic coordinator. Yes or no? Okay. So this is called as a single flow of control. What is this called as? And who is the single flow? The teacher. Make sense? Now let's fast forward this to now these kids. Okay, this is 20 years ago. Now these kids are working. Okay, and now these kids they plan for their corporate trip. Okay, now they all are working for individuals and they want to plan their corporate trip. So what they will do, they'll hire a bus of 30-seater bus. Okay, same 30-seater bus will be hired. Okay. They'll give a meeting point. Let's say they give Aurora Tower as a meeting point that we all will assemble over here at 9 a.m. So 9 a.m. where are they assembling? Then they say we will go to Mahabaleshwar. So by 2.5 hours, so let's say by 11 a.m. Okay, we should be where in Mahabaleshwar. Okay, so all these 30 people who are over at Aurora Tower at 9 a.m. The 30 people are where now? Mahabaleshwar. What time? 11 a.m. Okay. Now what they have done is they have booked 15 motorcycles. What they have booked? So they have told the resort, with the resort which they have come to, the Mahabaleshwar resort. Okay, there's a resort called Rockford. Try googling it if you can. Okay. So they have informed Rockford that we are 30 and they are 50. They are what? 30 people and they are 15 couples. Who are they? 15 couples. Okay, so let's say there are 30 people or 15 people, XYZ. I don't want to go into the figure. Okay, so what they have done now is they have booked 15 motorcycles over there in the resort. Okay, so the resort has arranged for these motorcycles for them. Now what they do is they tell guys, now whoever wants to go at whichever place, take a motorcycle and go and discover Mahabaleshwar. Okay, and return back by 6 p.m. because we have to depart back by 6 p.m. Okay, so now from 11 to 6 what is happening? One person is making his own itinerary. He is going and visiting his own, he's discovering Mahabaleshwar on his own. Yes or no? Second person is going in the second direction. Third person is going in the third direction. So now I have multiple flows. Yes or no? and they all will assemble back in the resort by 6 p.m. and then we will come back to Pune by 9 p.m. Right? So then again by 9 p.m. we'll be home. Correct? Back to our tower. So now this is what we call as individual flow of control, right? So from 11 to 6, what is happening? How many flows of control? Is there any trip coordinator who's telling that all of 30 should follow me? So if I have visited that point previously, will I follow the coordinator and visit that point again? No, right? Yeah, all parallel. Yes, this what I wanted. Parallelism. So multi-threading increases what? Parallelism in the programming. We have parallel multiple flows going on currently. So the number of bikes which they have arranged for, that is their degree of multi-threading. That is their degree of multi-threading. So if they had not arranged for bike and they had arranged for 3 cars, what they had arranged for? So now put 10% in one car. Now how many flows they would have had? That was degree of multi-threading would have been what? Now they have 15 bikes. What is the degree of multi-threading? So from 11 to 6 o'clock, these people can be at 15 different locations, right? So if this is a research team, if this is a research team who has come to collect some samples of the soil, so they can collect 15 different samples, right, from different geographical locations. If that school trip had gone, then they would collect only from one place, right? But they would be at one place, all of them. So all the 30 students would get the same soil. But now here they are gone to 15 different farms. So they can get 15 different soils and they're assembling back. So what we do is in multi-threading, earlier, okay, today is 1st of August 2025. What were we doing till 31st July 2025? What were we doing? We were doing what? Single threading, right? So today we have learned this term multi-threading practically. We knew it theoretically, we knew it I guess from earlier, but practically we are doing it today first hands-on, right? So that single thread is called as main thread. Which thread? So this thread dictates in which direction the program will flow. So the program has only one single flow, and which is that single flow? That single flow is the main. So whichever, yeah, main is a thread. Very good. The main is a thread. So the single threaded application has only one single thread. Which is that thread? And whatever direction this main will flow, the entire application will flow in that direction. Okay, so whatever sequence the main will decide, that first I will call function abc, then I will call function xyz, then I will call function pqr. So everybody will have to follow this sequence, that this will be invoked. So who is dictating the flow of the program? Main thread. Okay, then what happens in multi-threading is we have to have a main, right? Without main, Java program cannot be instantiated. Your Java program will not be triggered without a main. You should have at least one single line of main. So if you look at these complex programs of Spring Boot, do you all see over here? Do you all see how many packages over here, guys? You all see this volume of packages? Controller, entity, repository, service, blah 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 blah. So irrespective, if you have even 1 million lines of code, you should have at least one main method. You see this? So the main method will run the application. The application will not run without main. So main has to be there. So that main thread is there. So what we do in multi-threading is like we did over here. From 9 to 11 they all are together, correct? 11 onwards they are splitting and parting ways, and then at 6 p.m. again they are assembling, and again they are together for the next last 3 hours. So what happens is your main starts, then your main creates parallel threads. Okay, so these threads are created. Now this bus driver who has come, he says that my family also is in Mahabaleshwar. You all go and roam places. I will see you all at 6 p.m. in the resort. Even I will go to we meet my family, right? So now, how many flows we have right now? How many parallel flows are we having? These are each threads. So this is your main thread, and then main can make your threads. This is thread 1, thread 2, and they all will run in parallel. They all will run in. So if this bike, is it like that you ride this bike from 11 a.m. to 12 noon and you give it to me, then second will take from 12 noon to 1 p.m. Is it like this? They all are using this for 7 hours parallelly, correct? So all the thread will execute in parallel. So how many threads are running now? So now who can tell me total how many threads are executing right now? Who can tell me? Yes, main is also running. You have to keep mine also. Main also is running. No, that driver also has gone somewhere, right? So the main thread also is running. So we have how many threads? 6 threads, and they all are running in parallel. Are they running in sequence or are they running in parallel? They are running in parallel. But to start the threads, you have to have the main, right? The main. So all these threads are child of main. These threads are what? One thread can also spawn. It is called spawn. One thread can also spawn child threads for the child threads. This also can be done. This will increase the degree of parallelism. Okay. As of now, at least understand this much. Getting it? What is multi-threading all about? So now how many flows of control are running in the program now? There are 6 parallel flow of controls running at the same time. Okay. So this was a theoretical understanding. Okay. So this is for the non-technical guys. What is multi-threading? Okay. For the technical guys now. Sir, where in the industry we are using multi-threading? Okay. So every application right now is multi-threaded. WhatsApp, each chat is a thread. Each chat is a thread. So if I install WhatsApp and I have 500 chats running, means what? Threads running in parallel, correct? So if I close one chat, does it impact the other 499? Why no? Because it is what? It is individual flow of control. So you have stopped that flow. The others flow will continue. Okay, your e-commerce web servers like your Amazon.com is an e-commerce application, right? Amazon.com is what? Is an e-commerce application, right? I can have 1 million users shopping at the same time. Yes or no? If it is a big Indian sale, great Indian sale, log in at the same time. Yes or no? So parallel, I can have 1 million. So each user logs in to the app. So this is my Amazon web server. Each user logs in, and each user can have its own dedicated flow, right? So he has to user logs in. After the login, each user can have its own. He can browse any product. He can add anything to the cart, browse anything. Next user can come, he can also browse anything, any page, add anything to the cart, any problem. So like this, I can have 1 million threads running in parallel. Getting it? So this is your Amazon web server also is what multi-thread application. Getting it? Then your, what do we call that? Graphics. Okay, your multimedia graphics. So if I'm designing a graphics, like say I'm drafting a game, okay? So video games, okay? So all those stuff also, if I'm having a game wherein, so if I have, let's say video games. So if I have, let's say this is the main player and these are who he wants to shoot and kill them, enemies. So they are approaching from four different directions, right? So these are approaching him from different directions. So each one of them is a separate thread. So if he goes and kills this enemy, then what happens? This thread finishes. Then now if he approaches over here, if he kills him, this thread finishes. So like this I can have multiple threads running in parallel. Getting it? So these are ways, are the use cases for multi-threading. Okay. So now in Java, now where will we use this in Java? Okay, so how do we create a thread in Java? So to create a thread in Java, we have two ways. Creating thread in Java, we have how many ways? Two ways we have. Okay, one is you extends the thread class. Which class? And it is in the java.lang package. Which package? It is in which package? Java.lang package. Okay. And else we can also use the runnable interface. What we can do? Runnable interface. So how many ways we have? One second, guys. Okay, okay. So you want me to do a 10 thread run for, okay, Okay, so 10 user, one table, 10 different partitions. Okay. Two table of two partitions. Okay. तो ये तीन तीन टेबल कौन से हैं? टीडिम, टीडिम आइटम, टीडिम आइटम है, टीडिम, ये सब दो ही नहीं, ये इसमें है ना क्रिएटेड, क्या तो क्रिएटेड इन द स्कीमा में। हाँ हाँ, तो फाइल यूजर का दो दो टेबल का करता हूँ मैं, और ये तीन पार्टीशन, 10 10 यूजर वन टेबल डिफरेंट पार्टीशन। ठीक ठीक है, ठीक। क्वेरी को तो कम टाइम लग रहा है कॉपी करने में, वो तो क्या करना, सर्वर टू सर्वर का टाइम विजिट होता है। ठीक 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 ठीक। हेलो, am I audible? Hello. So how many ways do you have creating a thread? दो वे क्या है? हम्म, यस। सो ये रनएबल इंटरफेस है, ये इसमें एक ही मेथड है वो है तुम्हारा रन मेथड है। क्या इसमें रन मेथड है? इसके अंदर एक ही मेथड है, इसके अंदर कौन सा है? ये रन मेथड है। तो ये एक फंक्शनल इंटरफेस जैसा है कि इसमें एक ही सिंगल एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड है। क्या है? सिंगल एब्स्ट्रैक्ट मेथड है। क्या नाम से? पब्लिक वॉइड रन, है ना? तो पब्लिक एब्स्ट्रैक्ट रन, करेक्ट। तो एंड this class thread, what does it do? Implements runner, what does it do? So अभी इसमें रन को बॉडी होगी, तो कोई ना कोई तो बॉडी होगी, ठीक है। देन इट हैज़ अदर मेथड ऑल्सो बिकॉज इट इज़ अ क्लास। तो इसके पास पहले तो कंस्ट्रक्टर्स भी है। तो एक ऐसा कंस्ट्रक्टर है जो नो आर्ग्स है, एक ऐसा कंस्ट्रक्टर है जो स्ट्रिंग एज अ पैरामीटर लेता है, एक ऐसा कंस्ट्रक्टर है जो रनएबल का कोई भी चाइल्ड पास कर देंगे तो ले लेगा। किसका चाइल्ड? रनएबल जैसा कोई भी चाइल्ड पास कर देंगे तो वो ले लेगा। तो ऐसा इसके अंदर है अपने पास थ्रेड। ये क्या है? नो आर्ग्स कंस्ट्रक्टर हो गया। एक पैरामीटराइज कंस्ट्रक्टर है जो क्या लेता है? स्ट्रिंग आर्ग्यूमेंट लेता है। एक ऐसा कंस्ट्रक्टर है जो क्या लेता है? एनी चाइल्ड ऑफ द रनएबल यू कैन पास। ठीक है। अब इसके अंदर एक मेन मेथड सबसे बड़ा वो है स्टार्ट। वो इसका बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फंक्शन है। तो दिस फंक्शन इज ऑफ विच क्लास? yes, this is a very important function. Okay, very 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 important function. Which function am I talking about which is very very important? very 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 जितना आप very लगा सकते हो उतना very लगा सकते हैं आप। public void start। हाँ, now this public void start function is of which class? थ्रेड क्लास। so इसके है ना बहुत काम है। इसके अंदर जो लॉजिक, थ्रेड इज अ प्री डिफाइंड क्लास और इज अ डिफाइंड क्लास। okay, so this start method is already written, correct, by the Java developers. So what list of activities it does? First, it creates a new thread. What does it do? So which function creates a new thread? So if you want to create a new thread, you have to call the start function. Okay. Second, it allocates memory to that newly created thread. Okay. क्या करता है उसको? थर्ड, वो उसको क्या करता है? थ्रेड शेड्यूलर के साथ में उसको रजिस्टर करता है। क्या करता है? रजिस्टर इट विद द थ्रेड शेड्यूलर। रजिस्टर इट विद द थ्रेड शेड्यूलर। और फिर फोर्थ में जो इसका रन मेथड है उसको कॉल करता है, इन्वोक द विच रन नॉन पैरामीटराइज। रन का पैरामीटर है क्या? नहीं है। यस, सो इन्वोक द रन, दैट इज द नॉन पैरामीटराइज्ड रन मेथड। ठीक है। सब काम कौन करता है? ऑफ द थ्रेड क्लास। तो ये हम लोग ऐसा दो टेक्निक यूज़ कर सकते हैं थ्रेड बनाने के लिए। ठीक है। सो लेट्स कि अभी मुझे एक प्रोग्राम लिखना है जिसमें मुझे दो चीज़ें पैरेलल में चाहिए। यानी एक तो थ्रेड है वो प्रिंट करे 1 से लेके 26 तक डिजिट्स। ठीक है, नंबर्स प्रिंट करे। क्या प्रिंट करे? और एक एक जो है वो प्रिंट करे कैपिटल ए से लेके जेड तक अल्फ़ाबेट्स। क्या प्रिंट करे? तो अगर हम इसको सिंगल थ्रेड में करते हैं, क्या करते हैं, तो आउटपुट ऐसा आता था। या तो वो 1 से लेके 26 पहले प्रिंट करेगा या ए टू जेड प्रिंट करेगा, राइट। या अगर आपने ऑर्डर चेंज कर दिया मेन का तो वो क्या करेगा? पहले ए टू जेड प्रिंट करेगा और फिर जो है वो 1 to 26 प्रिंट करेगा, राइट। करेक्ट। तो ऐसे, बट अभी हम लोग जो करेंगे मल्टी थ्रेडिंग में वो क्या होगा कि आप 1 2 3 साथ में ए बी सी ये दोनों चलेंगे पैरेलल। क्या चलेंगे दोनों भी? अब वो कौन से ऑर्डर में होंगे यू डोंट नो, यू कैन नॉट प्रिडिक्ट द ऑर्डर बिकॉज दे बोथ आर रनिंग इन parallel. You cannot predict the output in a multi-thread environment because they're running in parallel. Okay, so I have to now do what to achieve this task? Make two classes. So I will make a class called numbers. Okay, one first way is you can say extends what thread. ठीक है, तो अंदर आ गए. अब हम लोग कौन से फंक्शन को ओवरराइड करने वाले? इधर मेन जो काम करता है थ्रेड का जो काम होगा वो करेगा रन मेथड. कौन करेगा? ओके, सो वॉट एवर लॉजिक you want to execute inside the thread should come where, in which method should you write that logic into? run method. तो अभी मैंने क्या किया? क्लास extends thread. तो अभी थ्रेड के अंदर रन है क्या? तो अभी मैं उसी नाम से उसी सिग्नेचर से वापस लिख रहा हूँ. तो क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? I'm overriding the run method, right? So I'll override the run method with my own logic. So what I want to do, what is the logic I want to do? सही है. ऐसे ही मुझे एक और काम करना है. क्या? तो मैंने एक और बनाया क्लास. क्या? अल्फा एक्सटेंड से. और क्या किया? कैरेक्टर आई इक्वल्स टू ए, आई इक्वल्स टू जेड आई प्लस. ठीक है, अभी बन गई. अब अपना आते हैं मेन में. तो एक दस्ती क्लास बनाएंगे अपना. ठीक है, क्लास जो भी अपन बोलते हैं ड्राइवर, उसमें क्या होगा? ESVM होगा. क्या होगा? अब इन दोनों क्लास के ऑब्जेक्ट बनाओ. तो नंबर का जो ऑब्जेक्ट होगा वो थ्रेड वन होगा. क्या होगा? इक्वल्स टू न्यू नंबर्स. करेक्ट. और अल्फ़ा का क्या होगा? थ्रेड टू होगा. ना ये दोनों किसको एक्सटेंड्स कर रहे हैं? थ्रेड क्लास को. स्टार्ट मेथड है क्या थ्रेड क्लास के अंदर? स्टार्ट मेथड है क्या? डायरेक्टली उससे आप क्या कर सकते हैं? स्टार्ट कॉल कर सकते हैं. दो थ्रेड चालू हो जाएंगे. दो थ्रेड क्या हो जाएंगे? अब बताओ कितने थ्रेड चल रहे हैं पैरेलली मेरे सिस्टम में? तीन चल रहे हैं. मेन भी चल रहा है ना. एंड इसका आउटपुट क्या आएगा? वी कैन नॉट प्रेडिक्ट, है ना. लेट्स ट्राई. सो हम आ जाते हैं अपने ET में और अपने SRC में. ये JDC प्रोग्राम्स का एक नया बना लेते हैं पैकेज, मल्टी थ्रेडिंग. राइट क्लिक किए, न्यू. पहले क्या क्लास बनाऊं? नंबर कर देते हैं. नंबर. ठीक है, क्या करती है नंबर? किसको करेगी एक्सटेंड्स? और थ्रेड कौन से पैकेज में है तो इंपोर्ट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. तो अभी हम कौन से फंक्शन ओवरराइड कर सकते हैं इधर? तो अपने को कौन सा करना है इधर? ठीक है, तो क्या करना? रन करके अपने को क्या क्या करना है? खुद का बॉडी देना है. राइट. आई इक्वल्स टू 1, आई इज इक्वल टू 26, आई प्लस प्लस. करेक्ट. करना है 6 आउट आई. सही है. और अभी एक और क्या बनाना है? किसको एक्सटेंड कर रही है? किसको करेंगे अपन ओवरराइड? और खुद का लॉजिक दे देंगे, क्या करेंगे? कैरेक्टर I equals to A, I less than equal to Z, I plus plus. Sys out बस तेज नहीं कर दें ताकि मालूम पड़े कि ये अगला ट्रैक है, तो इसको हम बस तेज कर देते हैं। हो गए दोनों हो गए। अब क्या चाहिए अपने को? ड्राइवर ऐप आ गया, तो मेन डाल दिया। So what will this do? Now we have to start two threads, right? To make the objects. So what are the objects? नंबर क्लास का जो ऑब्जेक्ट है उसको हमने थ्रेड 1 बोल दिया। आपको जो नाम देना है दे सकते हैं, T1 जो भी आपको देना है। न्यू थ्रेड, न्यू नंबर, राइट? एंड अल्फा इज thread 2 is new alpha, correct? What to do? अब जब हम लोग स्टार्ट कॉल करेंगे तब जाके वो थ्रेड बनेंगे, ठीक है? बिकॉज थ्रेड कौन क्रिएट करता है? थ्रेड कौन कर रहा है? स्टार्ट मेथड इज, यहाँ पर थ्रेड क्रिएट नहीं हुए, जैसे ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट हुए अभी। सो नाउ इफ आई रन द कोड, डू आई नो व्हाट आउटपुट विल कम इन एनी ऑर्डर? सो if I do 10 runs, I can get 10 different outputs, right? But they will be in parallel. That is for sure. Let's check. देखो दिख रहा है, 1 चालू हुआ, फिर ये पूरा ख़त्म हुआ, फिर ये 2 से चालू हुआ, ये अलग रन आ गया। आप जितने मर्जी चाहो उतने रन करोगे, आपको अलग अलग आउटपुट आएंगे। दिख रहा है अभी? पहले ये थ्रेड चालू हुआ, फिर ये चालू हुआ, फिर ये पूरा हुआ, फिर ये हुआ। सो आप जितना देखो, पहले ये चालू होकर ख़त्म हो गया, ये ख़त्म हो गया, पहले ये चालू होकर ख़त्म हुआ, फिर ये ख़त्म हुआ। तो चूँकि डेटा वो छोटा है ना, इसके लिए देखो इधर 10 के बाद ये आया। सो ऐसे पैरेलली ये लोग चल रहे हैं। ये देखो 9 के बाद आया। तो आप जैसे करोगे कोड, देखो यहाँ पर देखो 1 आया, फिर ए बी आया, फिर 2 आया, फिर सी डी ई एफ आया, ऐसा। तो ये सिंपल सा एक हेलो वर्ल्ड प्रोग्राम था मल्टी थ्रेडिंग का, ठीक है? सो इतना तुम लोग प्रैक्टिस कर लो अच्छे से, एटलीस्ट थ्योरेटिकल कॉन्सेप्ट समझ के ले लो अच्छे से।